and she was living in the Pacific Northwest. After we kind of all got acclimated a little bit, he asked her to move to Morganton, so because he wanted to make sure things were going well for her too. That's the kind of guy he was, and you know, she ended up going back later, but just that he didn't. Yeah, I mean, I was an abused child, and yet he reached out in kindness and almost like an equal, and gave her a place to be in a family to connect to. That would never be done. Just so much about him. But one thing I'll mention: the last post he did on Facebook. I have a friend, not only known online for about 11 years in California, whose mother was in her 90s and ill for years, and then she finally died a couple of months ago. Well, he had friended her at some point. He didn't do that often, but you know, friend of his, friend of mine, kind of thing, and just kind of watched from a distance. And I had contributed to the GoFundMe and shared it, even though I knew no one would know who this is. And he contributed $100 to it. And then, I did not know this until just a few days ago, on the 18th of July, I saw his last post on Facebook. It was a long, paragraphical explanation, kind of a testimony of what was going on in their life, and a link to that GoFundMe. Didn't know them from anyone, and that's just the kind of guy he was. And I'm very proud that without hesitation, he would just do that and find others just as important as he is. They called him Bubba. That was his relation, his name in the family. Every family has that central hub, that figure that everyone meets there at their place. They defer to him. That was Dad. And so, patriarch. Marla and I decided we have a new nickname for him going forward. That's Gaping Hole, because that's what he's leaving in the world. And I have so much to learn from him, and I think I don't even realize yet, but we'll come to appreciate this passing. So, Dad, I love you. Thank you so much for making the impossible possible, for connecting hodgepodge kids and making a life of it, and giving, and still now giving. God bless you, Dad.